Yo, Premier Battles at my undisclosed one, Manchester. If you're in the fucking building, make some noise! Going straight into the last battle of the day. Been a great day of battle. Salute to everyone that's in the building. On the right-hand side, making his return to Premier Battles, you've seen him on the first ever Academy Series. Manchester, make some noise for Darpa! Let's go, Darpa!
And on the left-hand side, from Manchester, you've seen him before, make some noise for Shano Mac!
Let's go! Shano Mac, a.k.a. Richard Branston, Albert Einstein, Farty McFly, Stone Cold Beans Austin, let's go!
Albert Einstein's amazing.
That's such a good book.
Yo, 3-round battle. Darpa travelled the furthest. He chose Shano to go first, which round number 1 on Shano. Let's go.
Yo, you said you would rather smoke spice watching Jeremy Kyle every day than battle Ty the Poet and then did the battle anyway. And when I watched the footage, one thing that I'd seen is you switched it up with multis and internals and intricate rhyme schemes. I mean, it's funny how your ability increased when you sit on the right team, but you don't even write like that. So who did Ghost write these? And you seem to think you lived up to this tough guy image that you play by, you know, by making a kid that's nearly half your age cry. I mean, nah man, that ain't right. Try bully guys the same size, I'll cut you at the waistline and leave a butterfly in your stomach like you're suffering with stage fright. Have you ever noticed how when he's bringing that aggression, he'll fiddle with his septum after throwing out his frets? Well, that's down to something known as the Pinocchio effect, because when you're dishonest with yourself, it alters the way that blood starts flowing in your head and capillaries open, redirecting blood to your nose till it changes size, yet the difference is too minuscule to pick up with a naked eye. But that is erectile tissue that swells when you're chatting shit. Though I might not see it swell, I can see you scratch the itch. Now every line on that face makes up a story, and best know I read them well, so how can you make me believe a threat that you don't believe yourself? You always still be like, yo, it's Dapper, I'll run up in your house, you get cut with cleavers. I don't care if I'm a 31-year-old tramp, mate, you'll still get took the cleaners. Me dad and Yaneth are the only men who ain't qualified to be dustbin cleaners, and me mum's got the same haircut and fucking pedo tash as Justin Bieber. Now shut up. Time, go on.
Let's go.
Every line that he's spitting, it's just lying and fibbing. Mate, I'll get you dragged outside crying and swinging like TY when I'm winning. If it's shit you're talking, dog, you're dying like Brian Griffin. What do you know about me, you fucking waster? Listen. See, battle rap isn't the type of trade to make a living. Last year I was 9 to 5 grafting in the real world, screaming fuck bars like I escaped the prison. See, I've got that single parent swag. It's called trying to give my son the chance in life I didn't. Well, I've been getting grief because I wouldn't waste a written for the sake of spitting in an on-grind clash on dub scandal against Sis, man, it's mad. Look, fam, I love battle rap, but I've got other people to see, places to visit, a son to raise, a wage to deliver. But if we're going to be giving major concerns plates to chiller, then for fuck's sake, I think we need a few names to come back to the game because we're in a bit of a state in it. Like Man City in the Champions League when they ain't in it. See, by that logic, when I 3-0 you today, this how Briggsy's going to do this. You get disaster on Apex, I have to face Anubis. No way it's better. That's from a fan point. Briggsy, man, you offered the job to Solskjaer. That was a bad choice. Now, Shano and Major have something in common, did you notice? They both rap with the same predictable flow. It's not actually dope shit. You both get strung up on your own patches like sewing kits. I'd have your mum, dads, grands, nans, sisters and bros' throats slits. There's both families needing stitches. Look how they're so close-knit. Oh, shit. I'm hearing all these fans go, Shano Mac's lit on these streets. I'm like, no, fam, that's a lamppost. For years you've been trying to ride on big waves like Japan's coast. You should have kept the pen close to your chest like a lab coat and kept the paper under your hat and unseen like a tramp's banknotes. Even in your heyday, you were trash, bro. Now the whole scene's on Xanax mode. Well, I guess they're definitely on the wrong tablets if they still say Shano Mac Pro. You're gone, daft cunt. Away. Let's spit it away. Yo, go.
Away, pet.
Yo.
Round 2 on Shano. Let's go.
Pardon me. Yo. You started writing bars at 29 and a half, drinking cider in a park. When I started writing bars, grime weren't in the charts. I was writing for catharsis, what's on my mind and in my heart, because what's the point in feeling pain if you can't apply it to your art? It's just another layer of clay on a tiny little vase, and if the cracks begin to show, you know that time will fix the scars. It's not a novelty. But my writing's on a different league, and I've been on a killing spree. Fuck Darpa and his barber, man. I'll line him up, and it's for free. I mean, you can't write with this ability, timing or efficiency. My voice echoes to the Amazon. I'm prime with my delivery. The only guys that say you're sick on beat, ironically, don't spit on beat, which is why I laugh to myself. Yo, the only guys that say you're sick on beat, ironically, don't spit on beat, which is why I laughed to myself when you was going against Maverick. You was spent the whole time looking at the floor. We seen how phony your big act is, and he's trying to pull it back, even though nobody was clapping, bro. It ain't a fucking reload when you're the only one reacting. Where's Koj? Because if he thinks he's going to be the champ of this league, well, he's going to have to beat me first. Because I already beat the champ of this league with 2019's deepest verse. And I don't care what you make of the shape or whatever you believe of Earth, because I gave your girl 8 inches and she ran a mile because I'm a square, but that's how you see the curve. I mean... Oh, I forgot you were there, sorry. So, if I had to take... if I had to take a random guess, I'd say your favourite rapper's a rant and deck. You're not really angry. If I had to take a random guess, I'd say your favourite rapper's a rant and deck. You're not angry deep down, you're just mad upset because as a kid you caught your mum and dad having sex and you look like you signed to a label called After Meth. Time.
So you beat Matter the champ?
Yes.
Facts. While he was on sick form?
Yes.
You've been the jump-off king?
Yes.
Like Professor Green was. But rather you than me, Rick Ross. Because there's been no billboards or Hall of Fame for you, no album sales or gig tours, so none of it means shit, dog. Because for years you've been trying to be finally famous. And you still aren't Big Sean. You're a fucking bore like pig porn. All these porkies you're telling. All these porkies you're telling. Not showing up for clashes because there's some fucking pussycats on your doorstep, you cretin. Sean can't make the clash, he's distraught and fretting. Some poor prince on social media was the only evidence we always get, and I didn't believe a drop of it. It was like Andrew Windsor and his thoughts on sweating when he's caught at sessions. Now let's address me pessimism. For someone with class rebuttals like you, that's a pretty shitty defence mechanism. Now, I know you love animals and the Kipling levels with Rittens, but even Cannell and Attenborough would have left them kittens to get to their business. So which lie is it next? I couldn't make it. I saw a fly stuck in a spider's web. I saw a chicken lay an egg and some men fishing. Sean, it isn't an excuse to drop battles because of your crippling existentialism. Fuck you.
Fire.
Let that resonate. Fuck your cats. If I see one in the street... If I see one in the street napping, I'm straight in the car. Fuck a speed camera, weave traffic, beeps flashing, tyres screeching, nearly crashing, just to see the little freak flattened under the wheels, splattered, and just in case you miss it, I run back over it again like I'm recapping. Woo! I pull up. If I see your cat in the street napping, I'm straight in the car. Fuck a speed camera, weave traffic, beeps flashing, tyres screeching, nearly crashing, just to see the little freak flattened under the wheels splattered. And just in case you miss it, I run back over it again like I'm recapping. I pull up at the scene, grab it, tie its collar to a tree and hang it, till it's in the breeze flapping like a cheap jacket. I pull out my car keys and stab it, till it's looking like a Japanese flag and it can't breathe, gagging.
Let's go, Darpa!
What the fucking hell you gonna do? You're just a weedy neat rapper, baked bean shagger. I can't help taking a piss like a weak bladder. So fuck if you beat Matter. I'm more of a beast, Mac. You knew if we clashed, I'd attack like Liverpool FC on a field with 3 Salahs. You're 30 plus battles deep. He's been seen across loads of leagues. The C's a dope MC. He should have been flown overseas. But you've just been staying at home getting baked, smoking weed. Now you're only known for beans. No showing battles, shitty jokes and schemes. I could always picture body in you because I see through you like tomography. And I see all these other rhymers cussing. It's fucking shots fired, it's rifle bullets. They're like, fuck that Darpa guy's rubbish. I get me knife, I cut him. I'm like, shut the fuck up, lads. Quit trying to push in. It's the little checkouts. Whoever's front of the line, I'm rushing. And you need to keep up your own appearances, you unstylish muppet like Hyacinth's bucket.
Bouquet, actually.
You need to... Everything you've got is recycled rubbish.
Sorry.
I thought about that. Shut up, you fucking unstylish muppet. Everything you write is recycled rubbish, and I bet he blames his environment for it, like Greta Thunberg at a climate summit. It's time, you daft cunt.
Let's go, Darpa.
Final round of
Shano, let's go.
Yo, you might want to talk about Wolfpack and how being dropped was peak, but to be honest with you, mate, it's not that deep. I mean, did I have to enter a tournament to get on a team, or did I get selected for being one of the best in the scene? I mean, Crafty might have the belt by the end of the week. No one's done half of what Canella's achieved. Frost ain't never lost and never been beat, and Title's picking up wins on a hell of a streak. Well, actually, I wrote that by yesterday, so forgive me, please, but... But I reckon that means Wolfpack were pretty much the best team of 2019. And it was me that set off this whole series of Undisclosed with an international battle and I won it, bro. Next event was Crept and Conan's fucking show. Me and Tidal on set there bussing joke where you were signed to mandrills stuck at home. Have you got to ask yourself what side of this situation I would have chose? I mean, it's funny, bro. It didn't stunt my growth. I'm still making moves. Match day 3, I had the best bar on the pay-per-view. This guy's lying if he says he's some kind of major dude. Didn't sign to Pride, but still jump through flaming hoops. And where did he get you? Because if you think I've been dropped by this league, then you ain't thinking very hard. There's been 4 undisclosed events, and I've been on every card, which is why this guy will stay mad at me as he writes his gay fantasies, because he's only been on this league twice outside of the academy, and now he's here to battle me. Well, actually, didn't you ask for me? Because it's a fact I'm one of the best now. Well, I'm only here because I've took a fucking step down. I mean, I just beat Matter. What the fuck have I done to my rep now? I mean, I don't know why I took this battle. I couldn't get any less clout. Time.
Let's go. Go, Darpa. Final round on Darpa, let's go. Go, Darpa.
Shano,
Aye.
you know when you rap on beating that online?
Oh, aye.
Why do you always rap about conspiracy theories and science fiction? See, any one of us here could write afflictions about Christ's existence. The Mayans, the Clash of the Titans, Jeff Price sightings, and machines we could go back in time in, but... Sean, what the fuck is this guy scribbling? Lad, has your GP got you on a fucking spice prescription? They don't like you. It's time to retire. They don't like you spitting. My lines will keep coming back for more like it's white addiction. You ain't got enough for Darpa Mac. You're a tadpole in a shark tank. A little boy who's been thrown in at the deep end with no armbands. You get buried, and I'll brush the rest of this field once I've... No, I'll kill the rest of this field once I brush this pesticide. That's a farmhand. See, you are just like Graf, face it. Blood straws one and child labour. You shouldn't give the kid this kind of work, lad. It's back-breaking. And all this talk over 30 battles he's had training, and you still are to watch like Paul Walker's family at drag racing. I'll beat any top tier that's into heckle. I win against the odds like Man United when they clinched the treble, or Torres for Chelsea against Liverpool, against Barca when he triggered Neville like, oh, that's the sound of your ex-bird April when she's getting levelled. Oh my God. So stay in check, or get a clout left, straight and right. You'll see skull digged about like an excavation site. See, Max just to sap that sorry. Watch me catch man's body and move this dead wood out for a new. That's flat pack shopping. If you so much as shoulder bumpers, I like this all spot up red like the Roma Ultras. And I leave this joker with 2 black eyes, that's a harlequin. Sean, you're just a fraud telling stories, that's a charlatan. Because what I've got in store is not to barter with. I'll get you wrapped up nicely like a scarf and mitts from Harvey Nicks. And after this, body, you'll see it decay when it rots when you're near a card again. That's time. Fuck off, you daft cunt, but it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Yes.
But yeah, it was pretty even. I thought Darpa was really good. Darpa is normally kind of inconsistent a bit. But 3 rounds he was kind of solid. His second round was quite good as well. But I think Shano took the battle 2-1.
Milky judging Darpa versus Shano Mac. I thought it was a pretty close battle, to be honest. I gave Shano the first, even though Shano's round was very, very short. I kind of feel like Darpa didn't really come with it in the first, so still gave Darpa the first. Shano the first. Darpa definitely took the second, which I thought was the best round of the battle when he was talking about the catch stuff. Shano went back in the third, but still not. He didn't like reach the heights that he did in the first. Darpa was a little bit better, so I edge it to Darpa overall 2-1.
Myself, Vic, Bumbaclat, Tox, everybody suck my dick. Judging the last battle, I give it to Darpa. Bang.